Hello everyone! I want to take a look today at Caron Colorama Halo Yarn, and I'll tell you specifically why I am interested in it, because my most popular pattern of all time, possibly because it's one of my first patterns and it's been around a while, it's collected a lot of attention, but people, they still love it and make it, is my pumpkin blanket wrap. And I cannot imagine being without this. I've had it for years, and it's made with latte cakes, which is now discontinued from what I understand. And I don't know, I feel sorry for all the people who never got to make this because this yarn is no longer available. But this is also a fuzzy yarn, and I wanted to, I found it by accident. I wanted to look at the fiber that it's got, just to make sure that it's got the nylon in it, which is what gives latte cakes that nice soft slip in the fuzz on here. And it does. And I want to compare them specifically. So it's got much less nylon and it's got the addition of polyester. And the good thing about this yarn is it's less slippery. That was one of the challenges with latte cakes and why I developed this wrap, because it avoids the stitches. They're hard to see with fuzzy yarn, and the strands will go sliding out. You can't do magic knots and Russian joins. All of that is just not going to work with this yarn, so I had workarounds for that. And this one, I've been playing with it here for a little while before I came on to talk about it, and it's easier to stitch. And comparing it to latte cakes, which also, I got ink on my finger, this is classified latte cakes as a 5. It doesn't feel like a 5. It feels kind of thin. It feels like a thin 4 with the fuzz on it, whereas this actually feels more like a 5. And you definitely can feel the polyester in it. It's not as silky as this with the higher nylon content, but it's still very soft, squishy, and bouncy. I crocheted a little bit with it. There was no splitting. It works much more easily than the latte cakes. It's very soft. Where's my end? I frogged it out. Here we go. Well, if you look here, it's staying together. It's not coming apart. Of course, it's still a ply yarn, but it's holding together really nicely. And I find this stitch is easy to work with. It recommends a hook size of 6mm, which I think that's too small for this yarn because it's going to make a very dense stitch. I played around with an 8mm to get some drape to it, and that felt really nice. I'm going to try a 7. I will be doing most likely another blanket scarf pattern with this. It'll look a little bit different. It will probably be free, so if you want to watch the channel for that, I'll have it up, I don't know, maybe in the next 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah, look, it really easily works. You get these nice springy stitches with it. Very soft, smooth. Something I did notice, but I also noticed it with the latte cakes, I kind of feel the fiber floating around in the air, so it gets in my eyes. So there's a little bit of an irritant. I wear glasses, but I don't wear them when I crochet. I use them for distance. I think having glasses on would protect my eyes a bit more when working with this. I have some just for the computer, and maybe I could wear those when working with this, but yeah, that's the drawback of synthetic fibers. They get in your eyes for things like this. I like it. I like it for blankets and shawls. I don't know that I would use it for something like a cardigan, but a baby blanket, an adult or teen blanket would be really nice. The shawl, I think a scarf that's got some shape. It's not going to show stitch definition really well, so you can get away with simple stitches, but you will still need stitches that are easy to see. And as I said earlier, I think a bigger hook for some drape would be nice. Otherwise, this is just going to be stiff as a board and not, I don't know. I don't like those stiff, tight stitches with these cozy kind of yarns that you just want to feel against your skin. Even a pullover with this would be nice. Whereas a pullover with latte cakes would be to me, impossible to work. There's no way I could keep count of stitches and all of that with this. And I think it can look a little messy for something that you want to be more tailored. Not that sweaters are all that tailored, but they do have some shape. And I just want to check. I want to see if the yardage is different. I know I'm really comparing the two, and maybe you never used latte cakes, but if you're looking for an alternative to this, that's why I'm comparing these two. You can even kind of see the difference. This is a chunkier yarn. All right, let's check this yardage. 481 to 530. So this is more yards. What's that, about 50 more yards, but this is a thicker yarn. So how this got to be a category 5, I don't know. I certainly never considered it that. But this, yes, definitely. And very nice, very soft for the right application. You know, every yarn is the right yarn depending on what you're using it for, and it's the wrong yarn for other projects. Right yarn, right project. And that's what I'm going to be working on. So that's my initial thoughts on Colorama Halo. I love this color. It's called Rosemary Frost, and that just stole my heart when I saw the name of that. I'm such a green person. I love green. It's one of my, green and orange, my favorite colors. Beautiful. They have beautiful colorways. You can check out on the Yarnspirations website, and Joann Fabrics currently has all of them.